This poll touched on all kinds of issues, everything from the government's response to wildfires to the state of our very democracy to Californians' approval rating of President Donald Trump.
So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
More than 1 month since President Donald Trump took office, the Public Policy Institute of California, or PPIC, is out with a new poll showing where Californians stand on his performance thus far. Per the poll, among California likely voters, Trump has a 33% approval rating. But that number increases when Californians were asked to specifically weigh in on their confidence in the president. 38% said they have either a great deal or good amount of confidence in him, while 17% said they have some confidence. Another 55% said they have no confidence at all.
In many ways, the results in our poll related to President Trump reflect the recent election results, where he received 38% of the vote in California. So not surprising.
Mark Baldessari organized and conducted the poll, a poll that specifically asked respondents to share what they feel is the top problem facing the nation. 31% described the top issue as political extremism or threats to democracy, while 18% said it's the economy, unemployment, and jobs. Another 15% said it's immigration. For Baldessari, those results stand out for a very specific reason.
Well, it's the first time that we've asked this question that we've seen the economy not mentioned number one.
But when asked about the top problems specifically in California, nearly a quarter of respondents do believe it's the cost of living, economy, and inflation, while 14% said it's housing and 13% said it's the environment, water, and fires. And on the issue of fires, 7 in 10 Californians say wildfires are either a very serious threat or somewhat serious threat to their personal and economic well-being. Still, more than a month after the deadly Southern California fires, just 3 in 10 Californians say they have confidence in the government's response to fires.
The horrendous fires that we've just lived through, this state is facing a lot of very real problems. And whether or not it's fair, we tend to blame leadership.
Speaking of leadership, just over 50% of respondents approve of Governor Gavin Newsom's job performance, but at the same time, 54% say the state is headed in the wrong direction.
People are nervous about the economy, inflation, the cost of living, housing affordability, and the direction the state's going politically, socially, and economically of concern to many Californians.
And the poll also found among Californians, approval of the job the state legislature is doing stands at 49%, while approval of the U.S. Congress stands at 20%. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.